Hey, how you doing? My name is Will Spirit Dancer, and I run a program called Dream Power. And it's all about how to discover your life purpose, your passion. You probably heard all this stuff in the media, right? But first of all, this message is directed at Gen Z and the millennial generation and the Gen Z generation. And why? Because you guys are here to save the world. And I know I sound like the intro to Avatar: The Last Airbender, but it's true. You really are here to save the world. That's why you were born. You were born to heal all of these stupid issues that humanity has created up until this point. The reason I'm inspired to make this video was because my daughter Kessie expressed to me, okay, so what's going on is that Israel and Palestine, the Palestinians are having another war. We're not going to get into that, but the point is, when we were talking about it, she just expressed to me that she just said, I don't know what to do. I don't feel like there's anything I can do. And that just broke my heart because, I know why you guys are here. And, you guys really are here to make a difference. And this system that we live in, so let's call this system the matrix, the man, the globalism, capitalism, whatever you want to call it. People call it by different names, but the current economic, political status quo, this system, let's just call it the matrix. That's what I call it, right? It's not here to help you. That's what you need to understand, first of all. This system is not for you. It's for a few elite people that just want to make money off of you, either by you working for them or you buying stuff from them, or borrowing money from them or whatever. But at the end of the day, they make money, and that's their goal. They don't care about your purpose or your passion or anything. That they have hijacked those terms. You see it all over the place. They've hijacked the term purpose, passion. They're like, live your passion, buy this $1 million house and have a $5,000 a month mortgage payment. Live your purpose. Come in and buy a motorcycle so you can live your purpose. Like, they're just trying to. Their marketing people have figured out that hey, your generation cares about purpose and passion, so they're going to use that to keep you in the cage, right? So I am here to tell you that system is not for you. So stop looking at it to kind of give you guidance on what to do with your life. The thing about you guys is you're special and it's deep, and I'm not going to get into all that. If you're interested, check out mydreampower.com, and I'll talk all about that. We could just spend days talking about it. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is I want you to wake up and realize that you are here for a purpose, and there is stuff that you can do. So the first step is to understand that you must believe that you can do something. The matrix, the system, its goal is to make you always feel powerless and that you can't do anything. They want to keep you complacent. They want you to feel like, I can't do anything. I'm just one person. I just should go back to school, work, whatever, and keep doing that. And oh well. That's what they want. They want that complacency. They don't want you waking up and saying, you know what? I can do something, and I'm gonna do something. You may not even know what it is. Here's where it begins. So I'm gonna give you a 10-second summary of Dream Power that I teach. So it's like this. Dream Power is about your purpose and your passion. I'm gonna give it really fast. So basically, people are like, what's my purpose? Do I have a purpose? You hear this term thrown about like whatever. So the point is that it's simple. Your purpose are the things or the thing, and it could be more than one, that you care about. So when you see something on TV or on the internet or whatever, and you feel moved in your heart, like you want to reach through the TV and do something, that's either your purpose or it's definitely related to your purpose. Like that feeling of I care, I want to help, that matters. That's because ultimately, what is your purpose? It's the thing you're here on the planet to heal, right? Like that's what it is, right? So an example might be, I don't know, this is just a random example. I'm not saying that's your thing, but Maybe you see some starving children in Haiti and you want to go help them, you feel for them. So maybe that's your purpose, to go help heal the starving children in Haiti as far as bringing them food and stuff. Like, you're going to fix that problem or heal that problem, right? It could be anything, right? So that's purpose, what you care about. Passion, because they mix these terms up like for their own advantage all the time. Passion is what you love to do. So, maybe you love to skateboard, or maybe you love to make films or YouTube videos, or surf or whatever, or to write or whatever. Maybe you love to make songs, talk, whatever. Maybe you love making things, inventing things, cooking things. I don't know. This is art. When you want to make something, do something, take an action. The key word in passion is action, right? You're going to do something, right? And so it's usually something you love to do. So your passion is the thing you love to do, right? And so the idea is that you want to use, in an ideal, it's not perfect, but an ideal way, you want to use the thing you love to do to help heal the problem you care about, your purpose. So use your passion, the tool, to heal the problem you care about. There it is. That's Dream Power in a minute. And if you want more, just go to mydreampower.com. I talk more. I've been working on this for 25 years. Okay, so I have a lot of material. But I don't want to get into that too much. My main message today is to wake you up, okay? Because I can't stand it when I see your generation lost, right? And this matrix would love for you to just be lost and stay lost forever. So they can keep the status quo and make tons of money off you, and that's what they want. So anyway, the first thing I want to say, I may have said it already, the first thing I want to say is that you can make a difference. This is critical. It begins with a belief. You must believe you can do something. What can I do? It begins with you believe you can. I can do something. I may not know what it is, but I believe I can. That's where it begins. They want you to not believe that. They want you to look outside of yourself for someone to affirm you and validate you and to give you permission and all that. Like, can I do something? Should I do something? What do you think? Only it's in your heart. This is a spiritual thing, and it gets deep, okay? It begins with your spirit, and in your heart, you will have a feeling. You will know. No one outside of you can confirm it for you. Only you can. And so that's the first thing, is you just have to believe it's possible. If it's a problem you really care about and you want to do something and you actually have ideas on what to do, great. Now, believe it and go do it. You have to trust your intuition and your inner guidance and your spirit, right? If you have to go meditate let's not even get complicated. If you just have to be still or go in a quiet place to get in tune with that, go to the park, just go someplace away from the internet, go for a hike, whatever, lay in your bed with some nice music, whatever, just in silence. Your spirit will talk to you, okay? If you want to write it out, whatever, just write whatever's coming to you, your spirit will talk to you. When you were born, you already knew. So what I believe and teach is that before you were even born, you design your life and you decided, I'm going to come to earth and help in this critical time, because this time is very critical. In this time, I'm going to go to earth and I'm going to help with that problem. And then you were born, you forgot all about that. It's a whole nother conversation. You forgot all about that. But it's still in you, that plan, your life plan, which is not to live this freaking TV, materialistic, music video, hip hop, $1 million glory lifestyle. And I'm not saying you can have $1 million and live a glory, fine, but that's distraction. The media is controlled by 5 corporations. 5 people freaking own the world, all right? I'm exaggerating, but you know what I'm saying. And they control the movies you see, the games you play, the music you listen to. And, look on the top, I can tell what you guys are about. All I gotta do is look at what's trending on YouTube. And it's freaking ridiculous. It's all this distraction. And that is the goal of the Matrix, is to distract you from your purpose. Okay? And we don't have a lot of time. We can all look at society right now and see it's on fire, literally and figuratively. And I hate to say that to you, because I know you probably bought into the whole Matrix. You're gonna just do that normal thing, and we got another 50 years, and you're gonna retire and get married and have kids and live in it. It's a lie. The world, within not many years, it's going to be radically different, and you're going to be a big part of that change. So forget that noise of like that middle class fantasy or the lifestyles of rich and famous. Like, just forget that. That's not why you are here. And I'm not saying that you can't become rich and famous, because you might, maybe not, but that is not your purpose. Your purpose is not fame and fortune. Okay? So forget that. That is just a lie distraction. MTV, when I was young, it was MTV. Now it's something else. But whatever. MTV lie and distraction, right? And sure, in the process of living your purpose, you may become rich. You may become famous. And you can use those things to further your cause. But that is not the end result. I mean, that's not the purpose. The purpose, what's your purpose in life? Become a millionaire? No. All those YouTube videos about, hey, how to do a side hustle, how to make $1 million quick. Look at this guy. Let's go talk to the rich people. How they get rich? Let's just get rich. No, that is not the purpose. Now, sure, whatever purpose you decide to do, whatever cause you decide to fight for, you will need resources. And sure, it helps. But it's like backwards, right? Like, you have your cause or your purpose and the thing you care about and your passion and the art that you're going to do to launch it into the world. And then you get the resources to do your thing. You're not just, it's like Star Wars. You're probably a Star Wars fan, right? Remember Princess Leia, they were fighting Empire, and she had a ton of money because she was some rich girl, but she wasn't like fighting Empire to get rich, but she used her riches to fight the Empire. Whereas Han Solo was just like freaking like, I just want some money. Well, how much money you got? So you need to break that spell if you're under it, okay? Like, because I see that a lot, and it's like, it bothers me. Lifestyles of rich and famous, the X factor, or, So another technique of the Matrix is to sideswipe you is, let's say you love to sing, right? Or you love music, right? You have some talent, like, that's like a performing art. These shows like, the X Factor and the America's Got Talent and all these kind of things are there to distract you from your purpose, right? You go audition, whatever. It's like, I'm going to be rich and be Mariah Carey, or what's the Taylor Swift's the new one, right? No, that's not why you're here. All right? Like, forget that crap. That's just Matrix garbage. That's what that is. It's distraction. You have to go within, get quiet, get clear. Why am I here? What am I here to do? If you just ask these questions, you could just journal it. Like, if you don't know, let's assume you don't know. You just feel like, I'm supposed to do something, but everything feels wrong and I don't know what it is. Just get quiet, get a journal, a piece of paper, a pen, and just start writing. Answer the question. What do I care about? What do I love to do? It's in you. It'll come out. It's just, if you can just stop the noise and listen within, you will hear it like that, And so that's the main thing I want you to know, like, is that you can do it. Like, and it's not outside of you. It's within you. If you need to meditate, go on YouTube. There's a ton of meditation videos. Meditate, like, get quiet, go within to your spirit. That's how, one way of meditating is to listen to the spirit world, right? And, I'm not talking, here we go with the religion. I'm not talking religion, all right? Like, let's just stop that right there, okay? So any religion this can apply to, or even if you're not religious, it doesn't matter. The point is that for your generation, you already know why you're here and what you're here to do, okay? And if you meditate and get quiet, you can hear your spirit tell you or you can hear God or the angels or whatever you believe tell you, and you will know. You will have a feeling. The Spirit communicates to you through feeling. It may be a voice, but it's probably going to be a feeling, and you'll feel right about it. And it's like the game of hot. Remember you played how'd it go? Hot, cold, and you would point to something and say, "You're hot, you're cold." It's like that. When you have a good feeling, and I'm not talking about substance abuse of drugs, alcohol, or food addictions or any addiction. That's not what I mean when I say feel good. I'm talking about an inner peace kind of real feel good, right? But you will feel good about the thing. That means you should do more of that. If you're going in the wrong direction, your spirit will communicate to you with a bad feeling. You will have a definite bad feeling. This doesn't feel right. For what everyone might be saying is good, but your spirit is saying, this doesn't feel right. Listen to that voice or feeling. Listen. So that's how you know. That's how your spirit, which already knows why you're here, that's how it communicates with you. You'll feel good or you'll feel bad. All right? Another way I say it is, you'll know because you'll feel alive. The more alive you feel, the more that's what you're supposed to be doing. The more dead you feel, that means you're not supposed to be doing that. It's as simple as that. Now, it may be simple, but it's not an easy thing to do. You might have some parents saying, we want you to go to medical school. You will be a good student and you will go to medical school like all of our family has for 1,000 generations. But you feel bad about it. You're like, I don't feel like I'm supposed to be a doctor. Listen to that feeling. I feel like I'm supposed to go to South America. Listen to that feeling. And, so you have to trust that feeling. The sooner and quicker you trust that feeling, the quicker everything can happen. We don't have a lot of time. You may be wondering why I keep saying that. So I'm going to just be honest with you. I believe that we are going through, the earth, our society is going through a spiritual transformation. In that process of that transformation, people call all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to get into all that stuff. Like I said, go to the website. You want to hear more, I can talk about that. That's not really the point right now. I don't want to go into the detail. The point is that it is not the status quo. The Matrix wants you to think it's going to keep being the same. Just do what we did. Go to school, get a job, pay your bills, whatever, invest, retire. That feeds them. They want to believe that this system that they have is going to stay the same. Even though we can see as clear as day that the thing is freaking on fire in all ways. Okay, if our society had little dials like on a car, they're all in the red. Environmentally, economically, politically, technologically. It's spiritually, it's all in the red. Okay, so the society as you know it is not going to stay the same. This society is going down and a new one will be born. And you're part of that. All right? You're part of that transformation. That's why when you're going around and you see all this craziness in this world, you're like, what? This is crazy. They should do. First of all, that's why you're so smart. That's why you're geniuses. That's why you're so talented. You see problems, you're like, they need to do this, 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 and this. They don't do it. You're like, what? And they tell you, shut up and just go to school, get your job, and shut up. We got it. And this freaking ship, if this was the Titanic, is sinking, right? You're like, this ship is sinking. They're like, no, everything's fine. As water's coming up, everything's fine. And so basically, the point is that you can't buy into that. You cannot buy into that everything's normal stuff. Now, obviously, you gotta live. You gotta have a place to live. You gotta function. But you need to do that in the context of knowing that this system is dying and you are part of the new one coming. You are part of the solution. You're not part of the problem. And when you just sort of give up on yourself and don't acknowledge why you were really here and you just go along with this matrix garbage, then you are basically part of the problem. You're just facilitating the problem, right? I I guess a good analogy would be like if the Titanic's sinking, you're on the Titanic, you want to get people in the lifeboats and get them to this beautiful new island that, this ship is going to sink, but if we can just get to this beautiful new island over here. Like, that's kind of what you're doing. But I don't want to get into all that. My main point is that I want you to realize that don't buy into the system. Don't invest in it. We don't have a lot of time. Like, you gotta listen to your heart, get on with your work, all right? Like, I'm here to wake you up. I'm here to say, let's do it now. We don't have a lot of time. Things are getting worse by the day. I should have done this video years ago and I didn't. But when I heard my daughter say that, I was like, I gotta say something. I gotta do something. I don't know how many people are gonna hear this video. If you do, share it with as many of your friends as possible. So I guess, it's scary, right? A good example is Greta Thunberg, that environmental girl. She listened, right? There's many examples of her, of other people like her, where they listen. I don't know if she in middle school or something, and she saw the problem, and she was like, what can I do? Well, I could stand in front of the parliament and not go to school until they do something. Or I could stand there after school, whatever, right? I don't remember what the exact scenario was. There's always something you can do, even if it's a tiny little thing. Just do it. There's power in taking an action. So whatever the thing you care about and you feel like, well, there's nothing I can do. No, there is something you can do. There always is. Every single cause, every single major revolution, whatever, started with one person. A man asked an angel once. He was on his deathbed or something. And he asked the angel, I think the angel was saying they were showing the problems and he was like, how can we fix that? And the angel's like, the guy was like, it's too much, it's too big. And the angel said, it begins with one person. One person becomes two. Two becomes four. 4 becomes 16. But it always begins with one person. And that person is you, now. And I mean it. I know it sounds cliche and crap, but I'm serious. It begins with you, now. A saying I have with Dream Power is, do what you can with what you have, where you are today. Ask this question. What can I do with what I have, where I am today? It might be calling one person. It might just be planning out the thing. Just try, trust, and believe. First of all, you're not even alone. You have a whole spiritual army behind you. There's an army. We are an army of light on the planet now to make a difference. You're not alone. And I'm not just talking about human help. You have spiritual help. And you will notice this when you actually start taking action. You will notice little miracles and coincidences and synchronicities will happen. I could give you many examples, but I don't want to, I can't, you guys you're quick, get to the point. So I'm trying to. I just want to say, you can do something. You can make a difference. Break out of the spell of the matrix. What do you really care about? Write it down. What do you really love to do? Write it down. How can you use what you love to do to heal the thing you care about? What action can you take today with what you got, where you are? What can you do? Start. Just do it. Look at Greta Thunberg, man. Who ever thought that a girl with a poster who just stood in front of the parliament and said, stop climate change, would now be a worldwide phenomenon? Imagine if she had just there's nothing I can do. I don't see what I can do. She'd still be in school right now. None of that would have happened. That girl moved all kinds of people. And sure, I'm not saying you're going to be famous like Greta Thunberg. That's not the point. But you can make a difference in whatever way you're supposed to. Ignore the matrix when it says, you got to be rich and famous to make a difference. No, you might just make a difference with one person. Like I'm doing this video now. I have no idea what it's going to do, right? I just feel in my heart I need to do it. So I listen. Listen to your spirit. Listen to that inner voice. Listen to those feelings. So I listen, and I'm here making the video. I have no idea what's going to happen with the video. But I did my part, which is I listened and I showed up and I did, what can I do today? Well, I can grab my camera and Cassie says she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't feel like she can do anything. Well, what can I do? Well, I can grab my camera and make a video, right? It doesn't have to be this big giant thing. I've gotten caught up in that before. You might be a visionary and have a big giant vision. That's fine. Just break it down to something you can start on today and like finish. Break it to little chunks like that you can finish. And each chunk that you finish in your vision or your purpose work, your dream power is a brick. You just start something, you do it, you finish. And these are little bricks that you build. For me today, a little brick is making this video. It's not perfect. You see the freaking light keeps going in and out and the focus, but I'm going to release it anyway. I could spend a whole week trying to have the most perfect freaking video. No, I'm just going to get this video out. It's a flow. It's an energy that moves, okay? We flow with it. So do what you can, flow with it. Later you can do something else and it'll just build and build, right? So I'm just frustrated, man. We're losing this freaking war. It's my fault. And there's other people like me that are supposed to be out there doing their job. I feel like I failed at mine. I've been working on Dream Power for 25 years and I should have been getting this message out sooner, but I got stuck in the matrix. There's no excuse. But I'm here now and I'm still alive, so I can do what I can. And so here we are as we watch the world literally burn around us, right? So that's why we're here, all right? We're here to do a spiritual work, to heal the world, in some way. What do you feel moved to do? Do it, right? Just start. And sure, maybe you'll be poor your whole life. Who knows? Maybe no one will know about it. Who knows? It doesn't matter, because when you get back, to where you came from before you were born, you want to be able to look at your life and say, I tried, I did it. That's the ultimate value. For us dream warriors, that's success for us, is that we did our mission, or we at least made our best effort to do our mission. Because it's hard on earth, this life, especially in this system. It's extremely difficult. And so, you just have to do what you can. So that's my message to you guys. I'm going to stop here. I got tons of other videos I'm going to be doing, or I can do. But that's my message to you, is that believe you can do it. It begins with you. No one outside going to tell you. Do what you can. Find what you love to do. Find what you care about. Use what you love to do to heal what you care about. Do what you can with what you have where you are today. So, I don't know if that's going to help, but I tried. Anyway, check out mydreampower.com. Share this with as many of your friends as possible, because, the battle is on. We don't have a lot of time. You can see these matrix people are ripping our world literally apart. So, we have to get on it. You don't have time. You have to start now. Greta Thunberg didn't freaking wait. It's like, Greta, what do you want to do? I think I want to fight climate change. Good. Are you going to go major in environmental studies? Yeah, I think I'll get a PhD. Okay, great. In 8 years, you can write a dissertation and, maybe get some grants. We don't have freaking 8 years. All right? You got to start now. And that girl was awesome for freaking saying, you know what? What can I do? I can get a poster with some crayons and I can go out right now today. And she did. And the battle is on. All right, I'll see you later.